So I'm at the store, right? And I noticed this couple to come in or whatever. And, they didn't look like they were that happy, with each other. And I say not happy with each other, like they were having a moment where they just weren't getting along. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn the TV. To mute this TV. Okay. Um. And so in the midst of, of course, I'm just kind of watching them, like, oh look, they're like they having a little moment. You know how you just make a mental thought about something. Next, I hear the woman mumble something, to the man, and the man, typical guy, he's like, don't start that, I'm not trying to do that with you. Let's get this stuff and go. And then she's like, what you mean? Don't start that. So now, me and, another lady, we just kind of slow rolling. We look at each other, what's going on, Like, I don't know. But we was here for it. You know what I'm saying? We watching them. Next thing you know, it escalates to this yelling match, and he a MF and she a B and they going all off and stuff. Right there in the store. They had nerve to have attitude because we watching. I figured you was putting on a show. So you must have wanted people to watch you. This is why I tell people, hey, if y'all not vibing, don't act a fool in public. Okay? Say they're arguing and carrying on for a private moment. You know what I'm saying? If me and my husband are somewhere, and it might be age, I don't know. But if we out somewhere and he does something that for real upsets me, like, well, I'm gonna be mad. What happens is I look a certain way. Okay? My look changes. We're in tune. He know, different looks. He knows that, I want you look. And he knows that, oh yeah, you wait till we go home look. Okay? But we're not finna argue in front of people. And then it escalates because what happens is somebody get embarrassed. And now that you're embarrassed, you got to top what the other person's doing. And y'all got an all out war going over some french fries or some stupid stuff. And then you embarrassed, so now you mad at people that's watching you. This is why me and my husband are so selective about who we double date with. Okay? Because some couples, we just ain't vibing. You know what I'm saying? And when I say vibing, I don't mean that they have to be a perfect couple. People don't get along sometimes, and that is fine. That's just the way life is. You have two different people, two different sets of personalities. You're gonna butt heads sometimes. But I'm talking about stuff like you having a cussing match. See what I'm saying? Y'all done got to where y'all arguing and calling each other MFs and all this stuff. And, I done been in a situation where I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go on and go. And they be like, nah, you sit down. You ain't got to go nowhere. Like, well, I need to. Because, y'all got some stuff y'all need to resolve without company. And so when you go out with couples like this, now we looking at each other, like, is this going to be a problem? I'm kicking him under the table like, do you hear this? Do you hear what's going on? Don't do that. Okay? And then I'm going to put a special little note in there for the ladies. And I know y'all be mad at me when I do this, but I'm just going to say it. Stop demeaning your man in front of people. Okay? Stop doing that. Stop doing that. You should stop doing it, period. But especially in front of company, okay? If you out on a double date and that man don't have a penny to his name, okay? This is an example. This hasn't necessarily happened with us. Don't have no money, okay? You knew he had no money when he got there. You knew he had no money for y'all came. Don't sit there and try to edit what he, you know what I'm saying? And then divulge, well, you ain't got no money. I got the money. So you need to get this right here because you ain't even paying for it because you ain't got no money. Don't do that. Don't do that to man. You know he had no money when y'all came. You know, stuff like that. Or, you know, every chance you get, you taking a little jab at him. Or you treating him like a little kid. Cut that out. Okay? That's not cute. And if you're having problems and you can't make it through a double date without being that way, or without arguing, or without having a flashback to whatever y'all done had going on, decline. Decline the date. You know what I'm saying? We've had somebody do that. Like, well, hey, now we're not going to go because we ain't feeling each other right now. And yeah, I just don't think it'll be a good idea for us to be with another couple. I respected that so much. I was like, yes, please don't do that to us. Because I guarantee you, if we into it, we ain't going on no double date. So we can act a fool and y'all have something to watch and talk about later. Absolutely not. Because everybody butts heads, okay? I'm not saying that nobody's perfect because we not perfect. We don't always get along. But what I'm saying is stop acting a fool publicly. And stop embarrassing these men in public. Because most of the time, the men ain't trying to argue. They don't want to argue. They don't want to argue outside. If they like my husband, they don't want to argue at home. Let alone in the middle of a freaking store. And that's why, hence him saying, go on now. I don't want to do this with you. We just get our stuff and go. They don't want to argue. They don't want to do it. But then when you take them there and he acting a fool, now we got something to watch. You know what I'm saying? Me and the lady in the store, we like, girl, look at them. I mean, they is cutting us something. That don't make no sense. Now you got us talking about you. Now you mad. Okay? It's a pretty day outside. You know what I'm saying? We have had rain and all that stuff going on. Sun shining. Okay? Why don't you be a little ray of sunshine? And if y'all can't be a ray of sunshine together, go do something separate. He go to the grocery store, you go do something else, or you go to the grocery store, he go do something else. Then maybe y'all come back together and y'all can make up properly. See what I'm saying? Good grief. It's all right. Take it down a notch. Have a good day. Smile. Be happy.